Hey everyone! A lot of you requested that I should review a non-vegan what I eat in a day video. Her name is Sami Clarke. I've never heard of her. The thumbnail does look vegan. Of course, she needs coffee to start the day, as most people, seeing as most people eat a terrible diet and don't have any energy.
Morning, you guys, from me and my hair mask and my face mask. I took out my extensions, you guys, which I've had extensions for 5 years because I dyed my hair platinum blonde, hollered.
At least she admits it.
I burned all my hair off, but it finally is growing back and I have no extensions, so I'm using a hair mask. I'm wearing this cute cream Elwood set. I'm pretty sure it's called the Core set. It's super cozy and lightweight. We're gonna have a great day. It is a Friday, so we're kind of doing some slow self-care this morning. Gonna go make pancakes because it's Friday.
Super narcissistic, really hard to watch.
Come along
really.
in what I eat in the day.
Ugh, disgusting.
Welcome to another morning of celery. I have been juicing every day for quite some time now. I don't find it to be too difficult. I think I was really nervous about having to juice, but I really enjoy it, and celery I feel like is helping me detox and helping.
The guy who started this celery craze looks incredibly sick, for one thing, and of course, like most people, she also fell for the plant-based agenda, and of course she believes that celery is going to help her to detoxify her body, even though celery itself is toxic by definition. There's nothing in there that helps you get toxins out, but okay.
My skin. I'll usually do 1 to 1.5 stalks, and a lot of you guys let me know to take off the leaves because that can make the celery extra bitter.
Okay, extra bitter. So it already is a little bit bitter. Why is food bitter if it's toxic? Okay, hello, drink some more coffee. You obviously didn't wake up yet.
I also really love this juicer. I find it super easy, so I will link it below. Now, I'm not saying I love the taste of celery juice, so I usually go for a really big chug and try to finish it pretty quick.
Okay, so just like vegans, you go completely against your senses, drink something that you don't even like, yet it's supposed to be good for you. Super logical.
Next is pancakes. I'm actually not working out this morning, so I kind of have a slower morning, and I'm gonna make some.
She put egg in the pancakes. That's super good. Now, of course, she's going to make pancakes, which means that she's going to apply heat to the eggs and basically destroy the purpose of eating eggs. But still, this is why she's already healthier than any vegan, because eggs are extremely healthy, especially if you compare them to any plant out there.
Banana oat pancakes. These are just a super easy alternative, and I find them super tasty. JT doesn't really love.
If she would have drank those eggs raw, then she would be getting all the fat-soluble vitamins, maybe not in very high amounts, because eggs are still more of a supplement food, not like an actual animal that you eat. B vitamins, everything that you need to be somewhat healthy. Of course, it doesn't have all of the amino acids and so on. It's not a superfood or anything, but super good for you still.
Love bananas, so he's not obsessed, but I'm such a banana girl, so I really like these.
Funnily enough, this is the best food.
For toppings, I'm just gonna do.
It's the best food that. It's so sad, really. That probably has been in any of my review videos. Certainly, no vegan video has ever had a healthier food than she just made, which was some burnt pancakes. But just because of the egg inside, it's healthier than anything they have ever ate.
But really, you can choose whatever toppings you like best.
Yeah, it just looks like a pile of cancer because it's so burnt. 1 gallon every day?
So JT and I just filmed a fun little TikTok, and all of a sudden I looked
Okay, that's it. She's not going to comment about water. That's way too much water. Then I would almost say drink the celery juice. Now don't, but there's way better stuff that you could drink. Obviously, number one, blood and raw milk. She's not vegan. Why not do it? But I guess that would be too weird for you. You gotta stay cool, right? Hip, whatever. So pathetic. But if you do juices, then do cucumber juice or orange juice or something. Why drink so much water? It doesn't hydrate you. It's just there to flush everything out, basically.
I was like, holy crap, we haven't ate lunch and it's 3 p.m. So going to make lunch and then definitely have a snack later. I'm thinking because I want something really easy and quick, obviously, because it's 3 p.m. and now.
I know that this is a review of what I eat in a day, but she's really disgusting to look at. I wish I would almost not have to look at. The lips are fake. Who on earth believes that looks good? And everybody who looks at you thinks that you're, I won't say it, but that looks super, it's as unattractive as smoking, 10 times worse, really. You completely deform your body.
We're starving, that I'm thinking of doing like a solid oven dish, maybe like my sausage with vegetables and potatoes. Kind of easy, plop it in there because we're eating.
Oh, she's very thin also.
Here we go.
For lunch, I'm making a 1-sheet pan of a protein, a vegetable, and a carb. This helps so much. I talk about it in my Q&A of healthy eating, just how to make lunch especially super easy and not take up a whole hour. So really, I'm just gonna mix all of the ingredients together and then I'm gonna plop it into the oven.
Okay, chicken sausage, again, a million times better than anything that a vegan could eat, for sure. Sausage, of course, has a lot of parts of the chicken added to it, which is actually pretty good because there's parts in there that people would usually not eat. But then again, nowadays sausage usually has even wheat flour and whatnot added to it, some soy extracts and all kinds of weird stuff that should never be in a sausage. Totally goes against any kind of tradition of making sausage. That's just how it's done commercially nowadays. Just to get rid of any garbage and put it in there, stuff it up just to make it weigh more. But anyway, the carbs technically would not be needed, but hey, okay, whatever, not gonna comment much on that, but that's because the worst part is right there, the vegetable part, which again, just because there's vegan propaganda out there, they still believe that you gotta eat vegetables. You've been taught this since you were a child, but you don't. There's literally zero need for vegetables, seeing as nobody eats them in nature. They are not even found in nature because they are unnatural, as in man-made. Also, you gotta watch out, broccoli is extremely toxic, sulforaphane. That's literally a poison in broccoli that kills anything that it touches. Goitrogens and so on, look into it.
It's super easy. I find it so tasty and convenient.
Not really easy would be just to take a food and eat it. This doesn't look easy at all. This looks like something I would never do.
I usually pick 375 and you can kind of see if any of the items need more time, but usually it works out amazing. Also remember, I am cooking for 2 people, which JT almost counts as 3 because he eats quite a bit. So you wouldn't have to make this much food, but it also helps because then you can eat it for the next day.
Still better than any vegan meal.
Snack time.
Still mostly garbage though.
It's going to be a cucumber avocado salad. It's again so easy and also really helpful to use the items in your fridge. Gonna add some lemon, olive oil, salt.
So here's the problem. She's not vegan, right? Okay, you can eat avocado, sure, whatever you want. Like avocado, eat it. But in this case, she should be adding other fat and also why that oil? There's even... Then it would be better to eat some kind of animal fat which has been liquefied, which, okay, is pretty hard to find nowadays because you get all the plant oils everywhere. Even if that's pasteurized, but you're just eating a typical vegan meal. Just even if you want to cook it, get some nice fat from the butcher, from a cow, and grill it a little bit, whatever, and put that in. That will taste a million times better than any of this oil and avocado.
Pepper, super easy, and I just can eat it right away or also let it sit in the fridge for some time.
That just looks like constipation, definitely gut issues. Onions, all the fiber, It's not gonna work.
I found number just because you Instagram. This cute little cozy set from the short actually saving a couple of $25. You understand? And it's so soft, it's so tiny. So now we're going to wear my toes, like full letters. And now you're back. We're gonna cook. Let's do some interviews.
First, before I do anything, I want to clean the kitchen. I find going into a kitchen that is clean helps you want to continue to keep it clean while you are cooking. I'm telling you, this is something that helps me so much to not feel like I have a million dishes to do after I'm done.
Ideally, you just eat everything raw
Always
and don't even use
enjoy
dishes.
cooking more is pouring myself a glass of wine, or like tonight, just doing a carbonated drink, this probiotic soda from Poppy. And I'll light a candle to kind of set the tone.
Yeah, I know that I need gluten-free pasta. If there was any like dairy, anything like that, I would exit out and like try something to make something. Put a replacement in there is what I'm trying to say. Whew, it's Friday, the brain is going down. Okay guys, let's get into it.
First, I'm going to add the cashews to the tray and put them into the oven. And while they are in the oven, I'm going to make the pasta sauce. So this is where it's really fun. You get to make your own pasta sauce. I'm going to add it all into a blender and wait for the cashews to be done.
On her page, the sauce is like bright green and mine is literally poop brown. It's literally poop brown. You have to try new recipes when you have time. Right now it might seem annoying that I have
Like
to
watching
do it,
Hench Herbivore.
but if I love this recipe,
Now that I have the recipe right, I'm going to add the pasta into the saucepan. And then also I added in some of the pasta water. You could use about a half cup. And then we're going
Okay, this is another example of Soylent Green vegan garbage finding its influence everywhere basically, because everybody follows the typical plant-based diet nowadays anyway, even if they do eat some kind of meat.
to add the sauce. I have my flame on low heat.
Doesn't look good.
Definitely forgot to mention that I wanted some extra protein, so since the oven was already on with the
Okay, so it's pretty clear that she believes that the meat equals protein. That's what she said before too. Her protein, carbs and vegetables. Now again, she wants more protein. Of course, when you eat meat, it doesn't matter if it's white meat, chicken. It's not that you only want protein. Sure, yes, a large part of it also is protein, absolutely. And it's justified because meat is the best source of protein. It has all the amino acids. It's the easiest to digest food. Not in this case, it looks a bit overcooked. And when you overcook the protein, then the body doesn't recognize it anymore. Then it's harder to digest and you can't get to all the amino acids because a lot of them have been destroyed. As studies have proven, cooking destroys nutrients, obviously, needless to say. But of course, you also crave meat because you want the B vitamins, B12. Yeah, she will not get the same kind of issues as vegans do with a B12 deficiency. Just that alone, and then B6 and everything else. There's a lot of issues that vegans get. And of course, you have iron and so on. Heme iron, which is a million times easier to digest and assimilate. You don't need to convert it as it is with the plant iron. So many benefits to eating meat, but just the overcooking is kind of destroying it here.
cashews. I put in 2 pieces of chicken and let them
Still very
cook
good,
while
though.
I was doing everything else, and they came out at the perfect time.
and for dessert, I'm gonna have this mint chip vegan ice cream from Salt and Straw. It is so good. I still have some left over in my fridge, so
Again, yeah, there you go. So basically, it's very clear that she's very influenced by vegans, as a lot of YouTubers are. In general, women nowadays, of course, follow veganism a lot, even if they're not vegan themselves, or they will say, I can't go vegan, or I tried it, but I crave this and that too much. But mostly I eat plant-based, which is the case here. Why would you eat vegan ice cream? Because she said that she has dairy issues. That's the only thing that I can imagine in this case. Which can of course be true, but did she ever drink A2 raw milk, or did she drink garbage pasteurized Frankenstein milk? Probably, I would assume.
we'll eat some of this as my Friday night dessert. All right, my loves, I am out. I hope you guys enjoyed this What I Eat in a Day, one of my favorite videos to watch. Let me know in the comments below what kind of videos you guys want to see next.
Alright, actually, you should also let me know if you want to see more non-vegan reviews. Anyway, I can't say in this video that she didn't get over 50 nutrients, because from the egg, she actually probably, even if they were cooked, maybe got some microscopic amounts of some of the fat-soluble vitamins, but hardly any actually. All of the meat that she ate was very lean, which is a huge mistake. Hey, just if you add the chicken, why not get at least chicken with a lot of fat under the skin, with the skin, and eat that? You get the fat-soluble vitamins A, even if it's cooked, you get some of it. Cholesterol to make the hormones, that's what will make you healthy, a fertile, healthy woman. What else do you want in life? But no, of course, because of the plant-based propaganda, she believes that eating lean meat, if you eat any meat at all, then eating lean meat is the way to go, and that's not the case at all. Then really, if you cook it a lot, then all that you will get in the end is the protein, essentially, if even that, because you will already destroy the B vitamins, and there's no fat-soluble vitamins, because you're not eating the fat. The reason you want to eat animal foods is for the fat, to get vitamins A, D, K2, for example. That's what makes you a healthy human. That's why vegans become unhealthy. And it's not as if vegans only become unhealthy because they suffer because of malnutrition. They also suffer because of the toxicity of the plants that they eat, which she still does. So she hasn't learned from that at all. Overall, in this day of eating, as I've said, I've never seen any of her other videos, she didn't get a lot of the nutrients that vegans also typically don't get. Tiny amounts of the water and the fat-soluble vitamins, mostly the amino acids, carnitine, creatine, she did get some of that. But as you can see, even if you eat a plant-based diet, you will still suffer, just not as much. It will take a lot longer. Thanks for watching.